Hello, Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The basketball world has been buzzing in a way that feels almost unreal, the kind of energy that usually surrounds legends and turning points. And now that same electricity is attached to a single rumor that refuses to go away. The idea that Giannis Antetokounmpo could be wearing purple and gold has moved from distant fantasy to whispered possibility. And for a channel like ours, this is the kind of speculation that sets imaginations on fire. Sources close to the league are suggesting that conversations, subtle signals, and long-term visions are aligning in Los Angeles. And even though nothing has been officially confirmed, the narrative alone is powerful enough to shake the foundations of the NBA. Giannis, long associated with loyalty, dominance, and an almost mythological work ethic, suddenly linked with the Lakers feels like a collision of eras. This is not just about another superstar changing teams. It is about the possibility of a new chapter that could redefine legacy, power, and balance across the league. Fans are torn between disbelief and excitement. Analysts are reading between every line of every interview, and players themselves are reacting with knowing smiles and carefully chosen words. In Los Angeles, where stars are expected and history is heavy, the thought of Giannis joining that lineage feels bold, dramatic, and very on brand. What truly elevates this rumor beyond the usual superstar chatter is the idea of a trio that feels almost too perfect to be real. Imagine Giannis Antetokounmpo sharing the floor with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, three players with radically different styles, but shared ability to bend games to their will. This is the kind of combination that feels designed in a video game, yet insiders suggest that the basketball logic behind it is surprisingly sound. LeBron's vision and experience, Luka's creativity and shot-making, and Giannis' relentless force and defensive dominance could create a balance rarely seen. Each star covers the weaknesses of the others, forming a collective that could overwhelm opponents mentally before the opening tip. The Lakers have always thrived on big ideas and even bigger personalities, and this potential trio represents not just talent, but narrative power. It is about passing the torch while still holding it, about blending generations without diminishing anyone's shine. The rumor suggests long conversations about legacy, about how history remembers greatness, and about the rare chance to build something that transcends individual accolades. For fans, it is intoxicating to even imagine the possibilities. From Giannis' perspective, the speculation carries a different kind of weight, one rooted in questions about evolution and ambition. He has already achieved what many consider the ultimate validation, yet competitors of his caliber are never truly satisfied. The whispers suggest that Giannis has been reflecting deeply on what comes next, not in terms of money or fame, but in terms of challenge and story. Los Angeles offers a stage unlike any other, a place where every move is magnified and every triumph becomes myth. Pairing with LeBron and Luka would not be about chasing easy success, but about embracing scrutiny and expectation at the highest level. Some around the league believe Giannis is intrigued by the idea of expanding his game even further, learning within a system shaped by two of the smartest offensive minds in basketball. The rumor paints a picture of private discussions focused on growth, adaptability, and the chance to test himself in an environment where excuses do not exist. Whether true or not, the idea alone speaks volumes about how Giannis is perceived, not just as a player, but as a figure constantly seeking the edge of possibility. For the Lakers organization, this rumored move fits a pattern that fans know all too well. This franchise has never been content with gradual progress or quiet rebuilding. Instead, it thrives on seismic shifts that capture attention and reset expectations overnight. The thought of Giannis signing with the Lakers is being framed by insiders as a strategic masterpiece rather than a reckless gamble. With LeBron's career arc entering its most reflective phase and Luka representing the bridge to the future, Giannis becomes the centerpiece that connects eras. The Lakers are rumored to see this not as a short-term splash, but as a carefully envisioned era defined by versatility, dominance, and global appeal. Executives are said to be enamored with the idea of a roster that can adapt to any style, punishing teams in transition, half-court sets, and on the defensive end. Even the training staff and coaching philosophy are rumored to have been part of the pitch, emphasizing longevity, load management, and a system designed to maximize all three stars. It is ambitious, audacious, and perfectly aligned with the Lakers' identity. The reaction around the league, even at the level of rumor, has been immediate and intense. Rival executives are reportedly uneasy, not because the deal is confirmed, but because of what it represents. The mere possibility forces teams to reconsider timelines, strategies, and even their own star relationships. Players across the NBA have been dropping subtle hints on social media, some playful, others clearly impressed, as if acknowledging that something monumental could be forming. Analysts are already debating how defenses would cope, how rotations would look, and how this trio would adjust to pressure moments. There is a sense that if this rumor materializes, it could trigger a ripple effect of movement and repositioning across the league. Even fans of teams far removed from Los Angeles are paying attention, aware that the balance of power could shift dramatically. This is the kind of speculation that transcends fandom and becomes a league-wide event, reminding everyone that basketball is not just about games, but about stories that capture the collective imagination. At its core, this rumor taps into something deeper than contracts and lineups. It speaks to the enduring allure of the Lakers as a destination where greatness seeks company. Giannis, LeBron, and Luka together would symbolize a convergence of past, present, and future, a living timeline of basketball excellence. Whether this vision becomes reality or remains a fascinating what-if, the discussion itself reveals how the league is constantly evolving. Fans are not just consuming highlights anymore. They are engaging with narratives of legacy, ambition, and identity. The idea of Giannis in Los Angeles challenges assumptions about loyalty, ambition, and what it means to chase greatness. As the whispers grow louder, the excitement feels less like idle talk and more like a countdown, even if no one knows what they're counting down to. In a league built on drama and dreams, this rumor has already achieved something remarkable. It has made everyone stop and imagine. As the speculation continues to circulate, the imagined dynamics of this potential trio become richer and more detailed, almost as if fans and analysts are collectively rehearsing a future that may or may not arrive. The thought of Giannis Antetokounmpo operating in space, created by Luka Doncic's vision and LeBron James' gravity, opens up endless scenarios. Defenses would be forced into impossible choices, collapsing to stop Giannis' downhill force only to leave elite shooters or creators untouched. The rumors suggest that this is precisely what intrigues those close to the situation, the idea of creating a basketball environment where no opponent feels comfortable. Giannis has often thrived as the focal point, yet the whispers indicate he is curious about a system where responsibility is shared without diminishing impact. The Lakers, according to speculation, see this as a chance to redefine modern superstar collaboration, moving away from hierarchy and toward fluid dominance. This imagined version of the team is not about one alpha voice, but about three leaders harmonizing, each understanding when to take over and when to empower the others. It is an intoxicating vision that keeps growing more vivid the more it is discussed. Another layer of intrigue lies in the cultural and psychological impact such a move would have. Giannis has built an image rooted in humility, work ethic, and an almost relentless focus on improvement. Joining the Lakers, with all their glamour and scrutiny, would test that identity in fascinating ways. The rumor paints a picture of Giannis embracing that challenge, seeing it not as a distraction, but as an opportunity to prove that substance can thrive under the brightest lights. Pairing with LeBron, a master of handling pressure and narrative, could offer invaluable mentorship, while Luka's creative confidence could inspire Giannis to explore new dimensions of his game. Insiders speculate that these relationships, beyond basketball tactics, are a key part of the appeal. The Lakers are rumored to believe that this trio would elevate each other emotionally and mentally, creating a locker room defined by respect and shared purpose. In a league where chemistry can make or break contenders, this imagined bond is as compelling as the on-court fit. The fan reaction, even in the realm of rumor, has been nothing short of explosive. Social media timelines are filled with mock lineups, imagined highlights, and debates that feel more like collective dreaming than analysis. Lakers fans are already envisioning banners and iconic moments, while fans of other teams oscillate between skepticism and concern. What makes this speculation unique is how deeply it resonates with basketball culture at large. It is not just about one team getting stronger, it is about the league entering a new storytelling phase. Giannis joining forces with LeBron and Luka would symbolize a shift where superstars actively choose collaboration over isolation, narrative over comfort. Even neutral observers find themselves drawn in, recognizing that this potential move could produce some of the most memorable basketball sequences in recent memory. The rumor has effectively blurred the line between fantasy and possibility, making every discussion feel charged with anticipation. From a strategic standpoint, the whispers suggest that the Lakers are considering long-term sustainability as much as immediate impact. The idea is not simply to assemble stars, but to build a system that can adapt as roles evolve. LeBron's experience and basketball intellect would anchor the group, Luka's youth and creativity would drive innovation, and Giannis' physical prime would provide consistency and defensive backbone. This balance, according to speculation, is what makes the idea so attractive internally. There is talk of carefully managed minutes, versatile lineups, and an emphasis on preserving energy for moments that matter most. The Lakers, known for thinking big, are rumored to see this as a blueprint for extending relevance across multiple seasons. Even if this remains hypothetical, the fact that such planning is being discussed speaks to the seriousness with which the idea is being treated. It is not a fleeting rumor, but one grounded in basketball logic and organizational vision. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, of course, no speculation of this magnitude exists without doubts and counterarguments. Critics point to the challenges of ego management, financial gymnastics, and the sheer improbability of aligning so many moving parts. Yet even these doubts add fuel to the conversation, making it richer and more complex. Supporters of the idea argue that Giannis, LeBron, and Luka are uniquely suited to navigate these challenges because of their shared love for the game and their respect for excellence. The rumor suggests that behind closed doors, discussions are less about sacrifice and more about synergy. Each star would gain something intangible from the partnership, whether it is legacy reinforcement, creative freedom, or the chance to be part of something historically significant. This reframing transforms the narrative from one of compromise to one of collective ambition. It is this shift in perspective that keeps the rumor alive and compelling. Ultimately, whether Giannis Antetokounmpo ever signs with the Lakers or not, this speculation has already left a mark on the basketball conversation. It has reminded fans why they fell in love with the sport, the endless possibilities, the bold dreams, and the stories that unfold beyond the box score. The imagined trio of Giannis, LeBron, and Luka represents more than talent. It represents hope, excitement, and the belief that greatness is amplified when shared. As the whispers continue to circulate, one thing is clear: this rumor has captured the collective imagination of the basketball world. It has sparked debates, dreams, and a renewed sense of wonder about what the future could hold. In that sense alone, it has already succeeded, proving once again that in basketball, sometimes the stories we imagine are almost as powerful as the ones that actually happen. In the end, this ongoing rumor feels less like a fleeting piece of gossip and more like a snapshot of a team navigating growing pains in real time. Austin Reeves is portrayed in this narrative as a player reaching a moment of honest reflection, questioning whether his environment allows him to thrive as intended. Dalton Knecht is depicted not as a villain, but as a catalyst, someone whose arrival and style have forced uncomfortable but necessary conversations. The speculation suggests that resolution is possible, but only if intentions are clearly communicated and roles are thoughtfully defined. Until then, every shared minute on the floor will be dissected, every interaction analyzed for meaning. For fans and observers, this rumor adds a layer of intrigue that goes beyond box scores or highlights. It reminds everyone that basketball, at its core, is about harmony as much as skill, and when harmony wavers, even the smallest whispers can grow into stories that shape how a season and careers are remembered. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.